I want to talk a bit about releasing tension through movement. A lot of times when we're using movement, whether we're talking about in the Eastern arts of yoga and QiGong, or even some Western practice, especially for healing, calming ailments, as well as to get the body ready for some sitting breathwork and meditation, we're going to be using this word, release tension. So what do I mean by that? Most of us, especially if you tend to have a very high stressful life and you sit a lot, the body tends to get stiff. There's almost like a wooden-like quality, or like the body could feel almost cement-like. What we want is to bring a water-like quality to the body, or as some of the traditions say, a cotton feeling to the body. So I want to give you two examples of what I mean by that, which is about by releasing tension, we can move deeper into a pose rather than using effort and going through it through trying harder. So a typical example of this one is like a forward fold, and you can make a wide stance. So what you're doing is, instead of going fast to kind of do a good hamstring stretch, we're also going to release tension in the lower back. So we fold at the hips. You're going to come really slow. You're going to take a few breaths. So you're not just trying to touch your toes or touch the floor because you can, because you have good hamstring flexibility. You're going to come somewhere. And for me, right there, I feel a little tightness in my right lower back. So I don't push past there because I can. On the inhale, I bring awareness there. And once again, it has a bit of tightness feeling, a little wooden or cement-like feeling. And then as I exhale, I release and let go. And it becomes softer. I do that again. Inhale, I feel. Exhale, I soften. Next thing I know, my fingers are on the ground. It's a feeling of going deeper. Not through effort, but through relaxation. And do that for a few breaths. So when I'm here, I inhale and feel wherever there's that tightness. And on the exhale, it's a feeling of just softening. And next thing I know, I've gotten way deeper into the pose. I'm never trying harder. I bring my attention to where I have an ache or pain, tightness, and through the exhale and intention, I soften and release. Next thing I know, my palms come down to the ground. And then, very important when you do forward folds, to protect the lower back. Put your hands on your knees, engage the core, and engage the glutes. Tighten up your buttocks and roll up as if you're a little kid stacking building blocks. Don't rush coming up. It could really cause a bit of pain in the lower back. So as if you're stacking the spine on top of each other, one by one. Keep the core engaged, the buttocks tight. And then come up very slow. Just a few shoulder rolls, counter pose, a little bit of arch in the back since we just did a forward fold. So when we talk about this notion of releasing tension, that's what we're talking about, which is bringing the body to this water-like quality, which is mostly what our body is, or like, if you like the phrase of cotton, which is a phrase they use in the Taoist arts a lot, a cotton-like quality to the body is the releasing of tension, which is especially good when we want to ease a little ache or pain, as well as getting the body ready for some breath work or meditation. I want to show you another example of releasing tension and how important the exhale is with movement. So this is more of a flowing, spiraling movement. They call it teacup spirals. So this movement is about, imagine you have the cup in your hand, about half full with tea or whatever liquid, and you want to keep it from spilling. So it starts here, fingers will come towards me here. When I'm coming here, I'm inhaling. So if I'm tense and I'm not paying attention to my body, I'm holding my breath or I'm inhaling, this is as far as I can go. I'm obviously going to drop that liquid. I can't keep my palm up, and I'm very tight in the body. Remember, it's the exhalation that's really intimately connected to the parasympathetic nervous system, the relaxation response. It also, that exhale relaxes the body. So if I'm doing, watch, if I do an inhale, that's as far as I can go. I can't do the move. Because remember, the point is to keep my palm up, to keep from spilling the liquid. But if this becomes a big exhale with the sound of a sigh, The body softens and relaxes. Exhale. Arching back. So when you're using these Eastern arts, I'll just do 3 on the other side, once again, to demonstrate. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Big exhale, I come over the head. It loosens up my body, allows me to do a big arch of the back. It makes it easy for me to spiral over my head. So when you're using these movements to release any bit of ache or pain, think about that notion, releasing the tension. We're not trying to overexert ourselves to use effort or physical power. It's about releasing and relaxing, connecting with the exhale to go deeper into the pose. Thanks for joining me.